Just wait. Let me switch on the recording. No, it has. It is recording. So, as somebody asked me that, what is the meaning of this automata? Okay. So, with respect to that question, basically we have to discuss that how this automata is actually working. All right. So let's start studying. First, yes, some question from somebody. Is there anyone who want to ask any question? Okay, fine. So now I request everybody to keep your phone mute. Okay, and don't unmute until you don't have a question. But if you have a question, then immediately unmute your call. Okay, and ask your question. In that case, if you have a question, in that case, don't wait for anything. Okay, don't wait for me that I will tell you that now if you have any question, then you can ask it. Don't wait for any such kind of thing. Okay, if you have a question, immediately unmute your call and ask your question within the topic. Don't wait for me to end up the class. In fact, I am not going to answer the questions at the end. Let me tell you, if you have any such question, okay, within the topic, then immediately unmute and immediately ask it. Okay, fine. Now
Okay, sir.
let us work with automata. So what this automata is all about? First of all, let us start with the formal definition of automata. Okay, let's start with the formal definition. So what you can say, an automata is a five tuple tool. Okay, five tuple tool used for pattern matching. Okay, not only automata, in fact, first we will go through with the types of automata. In fact, types of, this should be the first which we should go through, is types of automata. Okay, what are the types of automata? So first one is finite automata. This is the first one. Okay, then we have push down automata. Okay, and then further another type of, you can say kind of automata only it is, but its name is little different, that is called Turing machine, although the work of this is same as automata. Now what are, why these are three types, this we will understand time by time. Okay, within finite automata itself we have two different types. What are those two types? One is DFA. This is deterministic finite automata. Okay, one is NFA, or sometimes it is also called as NDFA. This is non deterministic finite automata, right? This is non-deterministic finite automata. With respect to PDA, which is push down automata, also we have two different versions, that is DPDA with the same naming conventions, that is deterministic push down automata, and we have NPDA. Okay, NPDA. I'm not writing it once again, but it is simply non-deterministic push down automata. Okay, similar conventions are there for Turing machine also, which is DTM, which is deterministic Turing machine, and similarly for this we have non-deterministic Turing machine, which is NTM. Okay, conventionally what we have written. Fine. But now definitely we have to start with finite automata. Now we are not going to discuss about these two things as if now. First we will begin with this one. We will try to find out that how it solves that problem which we have discussed just in the previous lectures, right? I hope my screen is visible to everyone and my voice is quite audible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It is visible in the you are audible.
Pardon? Somebody's asked some question.
No, sir. It is clear.
Fine, fine, fine. Now let's talk about it. So first let's talk about the finite automata. Now what this finite automata is all about. First let me define it. Okay. So what you can say, an FA, I'm writing in short, finite automata. An FA is a 5-tuple tool which is used for creating strings of a particular pattern. As I have told you that it, it is the tool for finding out that whether a particular string is of particular pattern or not. Okay, so what this pattern can be, like for example, if I give you one option, something like this, let us say that I'm writing here a b b b. Here I'm writing a a a a. Here I'm writing a b a b a b. All right. Okay, and let us say few more strings I have written a double b, then a, then double b. Okay, can you please tell me that what is something common in all these strings?
Letters A and B.
Okay, that is one thing, letters a and b. Apart from this, what else is common in all these strings?
They
Letter A
all
in
start with A.
first place.
Yeah, what is common?
All start with A, sir.
Letter A in first place.
One
All
by one,
rows start
one by
with A.
all are starting with a.
A.
So this is something common with respect to these strings, that each of them is starting with a. Okay, so this is the thing which you said just now, that each one is starting. For example, let me write it here also. For example, we can have strings a like that, or forget about this capital A, right? Just because of auto correction it is coming in capital, but we don't want to write it in capital. I want to write it in small only. Then we have discussed this type of string a b b b b blah 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 stuff, and plenty of such strings we have discussed, right? So what is common, which you said that each one is starting with a, right? Each one is starting with a, and this thing, this particular line starting with a, okay, the one which I have enclosed in this double quotes, I'm making it bold also, or if you want I can change its color as well. All right, this is called a pattern. This is the pattern of all these strings, that every string is starting with a. All right, now let me take some some more examples. Okay, so let's have the example like ABA. Again, ignore this capital one, right? Please ignore this, otherwise every time I have to correct it, we have to waste a lot of time. So just ignore the capital letters, consider them as small only. All right, we have a double b a, then we have a lot of number of b's, and then we have a, Okay, then we have A. Then we may have A. Okay. Now, can you please tell me what is something apart from letters? Each string is containing A B only. Apart from this thing, what else is common in all these strings?
Each string starts with letter A and ends with letter A.
So starting with A and ends with A, right? So what can be the pattern? Let's find out the pattern, which you have already said. That is starts with A and ends with A, right? This is the pattern. So these things are called to be pattern. I hope everybody can understand this thing. Okay. Now let's come back to this finite automata and let us find out that how is what is the definition of automata. I have already told you that it's a 5-tuple tool. All right, it's a 5-tuple tool.
Sir, what is
Yes.
meaning of 5-tuple tool?
Telling you that only. Now it's time to understand that what is this 5-tuple. What are these 5 tuples? Okay, now let me tell you those 5 tuples. First is the name of the first tuple is called Q0. Okay, what is this Q0? This Q0 is called to be initial state. Don't worry about that, sir. We don't know initial state, we don't know final state. What is initial state, what is final state, what is the meaning of state, what is the meaning of alphabets? Everything I'm going to tell you within this lecture only. So just keep your curiosity inside you. Okay, keep collecting your questions until next 15 minutes. Within 15 minutes, almost each of your question will be answered automatically. Still, if some of the questions are remaining, then you are most welcome to ask. Okay, so after 15-20 minutes, once I'll say what I want to say, I'll invite each one of you to ask your questions. Okay, fine. So don't keep your curiosity with respect to this and wait for your answers. One by one you will start getting answers for your questions. Right now, Q0 is initial state. Okay, one is Q, fine, which is called set of states. Okay, Q is set of states. Okay, one is QF, okay, which is set of final states. One thing which you have to make sure to understand is that here I have not written set of initial states. I have clearly written that it is initial state, and in these two things I have written set of states and set of final states. What does it mean? That there can be more than one states in the automata. What does it mean? There can be more than one final states in the automata. And what does it mean? It is not possible to have more than one initial states. That initial state is restricted to be only and only one state, but rest of the states can be multiple. Okay, so these are the 3 tuples. Okay, what is the 4th tuple? 4th tuple is sigma. For automata we will be having a particular symbol for this sigma, which I will tell you. Okay, what is this? The symbol is just simple, this particular symbol. Let me tell you this particular symbol. For sigma we will be using, when we will be designing automata, we will be using this symbol for sigma. All right, for sigma we'll use this symbol. Fine. Now what is this? Set of input symbols, right? This is the set of input symbols. Fine. And last but not the least, what are these things? I will tell you one by one. Okay, don't worry. Fine. And yes, so these four things are there. This is actually a 4 tuple tool, not the 5 one. Okay, PDA is a 5 tuple. This it's a 4 tuples too. So one is initial state, one is your set of states, one is your sorry. The last one is F, which is mapping function. Mapping function. Okay, one is your mapping function. Fine. What does mapping function do? What does mapping function do? This mapping function maps every state to, or you can say with respect to input symbol. Okay, and this mapping function is called as delta. This is called as delta. What symbol we use for this delta? For this delta, we use this kind of symbol. Okay, this kind of symbol we use for this delta. This is the mapping function. Okay, now you may be having a question that, sir, you said all these things. Please remember the symbols. Okay, I have written sigma like this. I have written sigma like this and delta like this. Okay, fine. Remember these symbols. Make sure to remember these symbols. Now you may be having a question that, sir, you said these things, but we don't know about these things at all. So kindly define them. Okay, so now it's time to define them one by one. So first, let me tell you, let me start with this state. What this state is all about. Okay, now let me tell you, this state, consider this state as a small piece of memory. Okay, it's a small memory, a single unit of memory which can remember something, okay. Now how can we classify a state? A state can be first of all, let us say what this automata is doing. Suppose there is a string. The string is, suppose, S. This S may be containing any of the string like AA, AAA, AB, AA, blah 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 stuff. Okay, now this S is given to some automata. Let's call it as FA. Okay, this S is given to some FA, which is the finite automata. And what is the output in front of you? What is the output of all this stuff? The output of all this stuff is that automata will find out whether this particular string is accepted or rejected. This is the output. Fine. One string will be given to automata, and finally you will be having the answer from automata that whether this particular string is accepted or whether this particular string is rejected. Okay, now if automata returns you that it is accepted, what this thing means? If automata tells you that yes, it is accepted, so what is the meaning of this thing? That string matches with the given pattern. String matches with the given pattern. And obviously, what is the meaning of rejected? Can somebody tell me?
String doesn't match with the pattern.
That's it. Very simple thing. Nothing difficult. No rocket science in this. String does not matches with the pattern. Okay. Now, since this is all about string, what we are talking about? String, right? Now, string is made up of symbols, right? Am I right? String is made up of symbols.
Yes,
For
sir.
example, in C language also we write printf and scanf and so many different things, right? We can write a lot of things. Okay, why it is possible? Why it is possible? Because the character set of C language contains all these characters. You must be aware about this thing. You must have been through with the character set of C language. What is the character set of C language? A to Z, then A to
Small a to small z.
small a to small z, okay,
0 to 9.
and 0 to 9. This has been the character set of C language, right? But definitely we are the students. We are not the Dennis Ritchie, right? I am also a normal teacher. I'm not so good that all of us can directly start with such a typical language as C language. Definitely we cannot start directly with the language which contains, which is allowed to use so many different symbols, right? So how we will start? We will start with simple language. So we will assume that, let us say that in my language I am allowed to have only one letter as the character set called A, or possibly I am allowed to have only one letter as the character set A, two letters A and B. Possibly I may have only three letters, or I may have only zeros, or I may have only ones, or I may have 0, 1, both. So this will be the short little character set of my little language. Okay, suppose I'm making a new language. I'm planning to make a new language. Let us give a good name. Can somebody suggest a good name? Who can represent all of you?
Sir,
GS,
C2,
GS,
sir, C21.
C21. What is the C21?
Sir, from C we are extended the version.
Arre
Sir,
baap re.
1923.
Sir, excuse me. Easy for everyone.
1923, sir.
Huh?
1923.
Easy for everyone.
Yes, of course, for everyone.
Yeah. Easy for everyone.
Yeah, so let me give a name. Since you are MU students, okay, so suppose that we are creating a new programming language which is NU language. Okay, but since we are the students, so we are just generating an MU language with a small character set, possibly A, or only we are allowed to use AB or 0 or 0, 1 or something like that. Okay, either 0 or 1 or 0, 1, or we may have B, right? We may have this. So this is supposed to be my character set. Fine. Now that means what? Let us talk about any one of them, right? Let's not talk about so many. Let us say that my language is having only two symbols to use, that is A and B. Okay, now what this A and B is? This A and B is set of input symbols. This A and B set of input symbols, and this A and B itself is nothing but my sigma. Okay, so what I will say, that my language is having sigma as A comma B. Is that clear? What I will say, that now my language is having sigma as A comma B. So what is this set of input symbols? Set of input symbols is something which is allowed to use in your language. And that is pretty much necessary. That is supposed to be the first step, because in pattern matching, what we are doing, we are going to input some strings, and these strings are nothing but the combination of some characters. So first you have to define that what are the possible characters which can be used in your MU language. Is that clear to everyone? If it is quite clear to everyone, I need a loud yes sir,
Yes, sir.
from everyone very quick.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I got only 8-10 voices. I want this from everyone. Ravi
Yes, sir.
Kumar Pathak, unmute your call.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can I have Ravi Kumar Pathak with me?
Sorry, sir.
Ravi Kumar Pathak. Ravi Kumar Pathak. Yes, dear, you said little bit. So I want to have your doubt. What doubts you are remaining with?
I'm having network problems properly.
But your voice is not clear. Speak once again. What things you said little bit. So what are your doubts? Ask them. Ravi Kumar Pathak. I'm waiting for you, dear. Ask your doubts.
Sir, he's getting internet issue. That's why writing it.
Net issues.
Hello, sir.
Now in
I
net
have-
issues,
Hello?
in net issues, I can't help you, dear.
Hello.
Anything else if you want to ask?
Hello, sir.
Yes, speak up.
Are you listening me?
I'm
Yeah,
listening
now
you, Ravi Kumar Pathak. Speak up.
yeah. Thank you, sir. Actually, previous was the network problem. That's why I was not able to say this.
Again, you are not audible, dear.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Got it.
I request all students to be at a comfortable place where you have the proper internet and everything else. Okay. I request all
Actually, sir,
students to
today is raining.
consider.
That's why.
That's okay. I'm not talking with respect to today, but let's leave for today. But at least for the future perspective, from tomorrow onwards, I request all students to be at a comfortable place. Try to understand one simple thing, that study, like classes mode has changed. The class pattern is not changed, right? So as you came before into the institute, you used to sit at a dedicated place to understand everything in a particular atmosphere. That you are not supposed to change. Just the place is being changed, but the class atmosphere should be same. You should arrange a comfortable room for you in which you can sit lonely. Definitely it should be without any other disturbance, and from there itself you should take the class. Okay, please make sure to do this. Not only Ravi Kumar Pathak, but everybody else also from the next class. Okay, please make sure to do this. Fine. So apart from this, if anybody is having any kind of doubt, you can ask. So this is the set of input symbols, okay,
Sir,
which you are supposed to. Yes.
I want to tell something regarding the internet you're saying.
Yeah, please.
Like some of the difficulties are there in the hostels, especially when you are not in front of the router. And due to the load of the internet, all of the time there is always issue with the internet.
Okay.
So that's why
So,
some of the students went to the library for sitting over there so that they can have the
okay.
better internet.
Okay, fine. So do one thing. All these types of issues, let us decide one problem window. Okay, all these types of issues you should tell me on Telegram group. Okay, so again, as I said in the previous lecture, after finishing these lectures, I will fix some rules and regulations to post your queries on Telegram group. So we will decide some 1 hour window for the problem sending on Telegram group. Okay, on that Telegram group you can post your queries, and as a class coordinator I will try to provide you a solution as soon as possible after discussing with other people. Although since I'm quite new to the system, I have joined the institute recently on 7th, so there may be a little probability that it may take some time for me to find out that who is the appropriate person to address your query. So possibly it may take some time, but definitely I will try to solve your problems as soon as possible if they are solvable at my level, right? Till then you try to manage with some other place. Like you said that some people are sitting in library to take the classes, so since library is not far away, you can sit over there also. Till then I will try to find out what can be done with your with respect to your internet issue. All right, anybody else is having any doubts? As if now I'm talking with respect to the concept which I have told. Somebody said, what is this sigma? This sigma is just a symbol, nothing else. For example, it's a very simple thing. Now if I ask you a question that why to make a only like this, why to make a like this, why not to make a like this, why not to make a like this, what is the reason? The reason is because years before somebody have created this symbol and he has fixed it. So this is the simple theory behind it, that years before, many years before, somebody has created this symbol and fixed it. And since we are studying his theories, we are not creating our own research, we are studying the things which are being created by somebody else. So we have to stick to the symbols which people have created. The meaning of sigma I have told you, and why this symbol only. So there is no answer for this thing. The answer is that the one who has created this concept, he has decided the symbol. We don't have the authority to change. As if now, at least we don't have. Okay. Anybody else is having any more doubts? Fine. So let's move on. So this is the first tuple now with which we are clear. What is this? Set of input symbols. Okay. Now let's move on to this. As I have told you that there can be two things. One is a string can be accepted, or one is a string can be rejected. Whenever you give this string S to a finite automata, either this will be accepted or this can be rejected. The meaning of acceptance I've told you, the meaning of rejection I told you. Okay. Now the point comes that how this machine, who does not have a voice, who does not have any vocal cords, which is not a human thing, how this machine is going to tell you that whether it has accepted, how automata responds, whether responds for acceptance or rejection. Now that's what we have to study. Okay, so let me tell you how this machine tells you that whether it has accepted or rejected a particular string. All right, so it depends that whether this particular string ends on a particular state, which is final state or non-final state. Okay, so let me tell you, if a string S ends up on one of the final states, right? That means that string was accepted by automata. So this string S is accepted by automata. And when automata accepts a string, you know what does it mean? It means that that string matches to a particular pattern. All right. Similarly, definitely you can understand vice versa thing, that if a string, let me copy this same statement, I just have to add one more word to it. So if a string ends up on one of the non-final states, okay, if a string ends up on one of the non-final states, that means string S is rejected by automata. Okay, and you know what is the meaning of rejection? Rejection means that that particular string does not belongs to that pattern. All right, now the point is, sir, how we will find out whether a particular state is a final state or not? Okay, so how you will be finding out? By finding out some notations. Okay, so let me tell you what are the notations for the states, different types of states. So now what we are going through with types of states of finite automata and their notations. It's very important to understand what are the different notations. Okay, so now let me tell you what are the different notations. First of all, I'm writing here initial state. How to represent the initial state? What is the initial state? The state with which an automata starts its working. A state with which an automata start its working. Always, there is no doubt about it. Automata is always going to start its working with the initial state. Now the point comes, what is the notation for this? Okay, so let me tell you the notation for this. In fact, let me write here non-final state, which I have told you already that on this, if a particular string ends up, that means it is rejected, and one is final state. Okay, so which I have told you that on this, if a particular string stops, that means it is accepted. Okay, so now let's go through with the notations. What are the notations? For initial state, the notation is something like this. I'm drawing it. Okay, you can take in your notes or however you want. That's totally your decision. State is always been represented with the hollow circle. Okay, a hollow circle, and with this, if you have an arrow, okay, you may have an arrow either at this place, or you may be having an arrow in the down itself, okay, or the upside also, wherever. If it is available with a particular arrow with this, then it is supposed to be initial state. Okay, so remember, this is the notation of the initial state, a circle given with the arrow. Now inside this circle, the name of state can be written. Okay, inside this circle, name of state can be written. Generally it is Q0. Generally it is written as Q0, but it's not something which is restricted. You may change the name of the state, it really doesn't matter. Okay, but the notation is a simple circle along with an arrow. On whatever state you are having this kind of notation, that is supposed to be initial state. Okay, now I'm talking with respect to non-final states. So any non-final state is represented along with this notation. There is no separate arrow for that, and this can be any Q1, Q2, Q3 or any such thing. So I'm writing it as Qi. Okay, let me put it in the subscript so that it looks even more meaningful. Okay, so this is Qi, any Qi, Q1, Q2. It's not even necessary you have to keep it like Q1, Q2. You can keep it like QA, QB also. So as I'm telling you, the name of state really doesn't matter. All matters is that what is its notation. So this is the notation of a non-final state. Okay, and how to denote a final state? A final state is being denoted by double circle. Something like this. Let me create one more such circle. This one. This is the notation of a final state. Okay, these all are circles. So this is initial state notation, this is non-final state notation, and this is final state notation. Everybody please make sure to remember these notations. How I have written for the input symbols, that was sigma. Okay, how I'm writing it for the states, that that I have explained here. Okay, so apart from this, we have few more notations, but before going to them, I would like to ask, is everybody clear about this? If everybody is quite clear about this, then I'm expecting a yes sir from everyone.
Yes, sir.
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 Again, I got only 8 to 10 voices,
Yes, sir.
and there are almost 48 students in the
Yes,
class.
sir.
I am expecting an attentive yes sir from everyone. Come on, be quick in this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I would advise everyone to ask your question by speaking your question. It's not good to type this. It always takes more time. I have to read the stuff. Lot of things will be there in the chat box, so I have to go down and I have to read those chats. It takes a lot of time. Okay, so there should not be any formality of the question. If you have a question, directly unmute your call and ask me. Yes, Daniel, ask your question. What is the relation with 5 tuple tool? These tuples are the notations. Like for example, I told you one tuple is final states. You see this. What were the tuples? Set of final states. Now in Automata, how will you draw the final state? So that has to be defined. No, you cannot draw your final state within any of the symbol. Suppose if you want to draw your final state, suppose if you decided to draw, if you decided that I will draw my final state like this, can it be your final state? Answer is no. I will deduct all the marks if you will define your final, if you will write your final state like this. So for a final state, there is a certain notation which I have explained you, right? Just like that, for a non-final state also, there is a certain notation which I have explained you. Similarly for the initial state. So those notations are fixed. For sigma also, there is some notation which I have explained you, right? So those are fixed notations. This is the answer to your question. Still, if you are not clear, you can unmute your call and you can ask me your question. Suman Jha is writing, and I request everybody, please don't write your questions. It takes a lot of time for me. Wait. It takes a lot of time for me to read them, to scroll the window and then to reply you. You can directly ask your question and you can expect a reply from me. Sir, it's just notation, or is there any special meaning to it? No, what can be the special meaning? It's notation only. You have to use them. Okay, whatever is special about them, this I'm discussing. Like I have discussed sigma with you. So what is the special meaning of sigma? That I've told you. Similarly, what is the special meaning of final state? I told you that if a string ends on the final state, then it is accepted, or if it ends on a non-final state, then it is rejected. So these are the meanings, meaning or special meaning, whatever you want to say it, right? Yes, somebody was asking some question, I guess. Abisa.
Yes, this me.
Yeah, please.
You say finite automation machine that recognize patterns. Where does this machine available?
This machine is available inside the, yeah, I got you. Practically, this machine is available inside the compiler. Like whenever you type a C program, and whenever you generate a command to compile your C program, so inside the compiler, this machine is available. Like it's a virtual machine. It's not something physical machine. It's not like air condition or fan or any such physical machine. This is inside the compiler. This is available.
Okay. My other question is, say for initial
Yeah,
step,
sure.
present Q. Notes.
Your
And
voice
for
is
final-
interrupting. Your voice is interrupting. Ask it once again.
Okay. For initial state, we use Q notes or Q0.
Yes.
For non-initial, QI. And for non for final we use QI. For final QI also, but in circle.
I told you. You haven't listened it. Listen it once again.
Does
I
it-
told you one thing very clearly, that whether you write it Q0, Q1, Q2, the name of the state doesn't really matter. What matters is the nature of state and the notation of state. So even if you have written here QI, but
I
with
got
this
that.
QI, if this arrow is available, then also it is an initial state. That's what I told you.
I
no?
got that, sir. But for I starts from 0 or 1 for non-final state. For non-final state, I starts from 0 or from 1. That's include
Anyone,
the
whatever, anyone, whatever you like, 0, 1, 2, 100, 200. I told you, no, that name of state really doesn't matter. What matters is that the notation what you are using. Based on that notation, we are going to decide that what is supposed to be the nature of the state, whether it is initial, whether it is non-final, whether it is final. It doesn't depend on the name, it depends on the notation. Like for example, if I'm using here Q0, but this state is within the double circle. So with this double circle, Q0 also becomes the final state. Now QI becomes the
matter of,
initial state and Q0 becomes the final state. So it's not the matter of this suffix Q0, QI, QJ, QK, Q1, Q2, Q3. It's not the matter. The matter is if it is with a single circle and arrow, it will be an initial state definitely. Whatever its name doesn't matter. Similarly for the non-final state, if the notation is single circle, it is non-final. If the notation is double circle, it is final.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Anything else, Abisa?
Thank you. I got that.
Fine. Anybody else who is having any question? I'm inviting everybody to ask your questions. Please put till then please start putting your enrollment numbers in the chat box so that I can take the attendance for this one. Please put your enrollment numbers in the chat box so that I can take your attendance. Yes. Is there anybody who is having any more questions? So that is all for this particular lecture. That's the only thing which we are supposed to discuss in this lecture. In the previous class, some student have asked me, I forgot the name. Somebody was asking me that, sir, what is the meaning of automata? Can he please unmute his call? I forgot your name, dear.
Yes, sir. Kaisun Arisuf.
Yeah. So are you getting your answers one by one, Kaisun?
I hope so. I got it.
Until now, are you getting everything? Are you getting the meaning of automata?
It's I got, but it's not everything.
No, obviously
I just
not
try to
everything.
understand.
Not everything. Everything. If everything can be understood in first lecture, then definitely there is no need for semester. So not everything you will understand. Everything you will understand step by step. But what I'm trying to say is, what I'm trying to ask, that the question was which was there in your mind. Have I started answering that?
That I say, I got what you mean, but it's not
Okay.
all the thing you have said. I got it.
Fine. So wait for 1 or 2 more lectures. Okay. Once I will tell you that how to design the automata for a particular string. Afterwards, you will get all the answers. Even then, if you don't, if you have some more questions remaining with you. So as I said that you are always welcome to ask any question at any point of time.
It will be my pleasure to ask.
Sure. I'm expecting questions. But everybody, all students, please make sure to not to ask any question with respect to subject related queries on like this lecture related queries on Telegram. Do not put, everybody else also, please do not put any of the subject related questions on the Telegram group. The Telegram group is only and only for your other problems, and don't ask other queries in this class. Ask other queries with respect to your registration, internet, blah 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 stuff on the Telegram group only. All right, fine. So everybody must have written the enrollment numbers. Perfect. Fine. See you in the next class. Hope you have liked the classes. Thank you so much for taking this.